Brought to you by businessblueprint.com.au.
He started with an opt-in page for a free report, which is a very high quality free report, and he gets about 30% on that. And then on the thank you page, instead of saying the usual thing, which is, thanks for requesting a free report, please look at your email inbox, he actually says, thanks for requesting a free report, but here's an offer to buy some of my products, which are to do with video training. So he has a $97 offer right there, and 3 to 5% of people, depending on the day, will actually purchase the $97 product right there and then. And then if they say yes to that, he says, well, actually, now that you've got your credit card out, he doesn't say now you've got your credit card out, but he says, if you like my entry-level course, then what about getting my complete system? So it's various different price points have been tested, but let's say it's a $1,000 system. And 3 in 20 of the people that said yes to the first thing will say yes to the big course in one go. If he went from free to 1,000, do you think people would purchase? No. It's just too big of a jump. So you might get the odd one, but not too many. And then if they say no to the $97, he'll say, okay, well, what about I take out this and that and just have the real core of the core, and it's $27 or $47 right there and then. And by doing this, he gets 3, and again, the metrics sort of go up and down a little bit like waves, but on balance, he gets 3 in 100 people to buy this one, and then 15% of those buy this, and then a couple of percent buy this. So immediately what he's doing is creating cash flow up front, so that he actually gets paid for all the traffic before he has to pay his Google bill or before he has to pay his affiliates or any other people who are driving traffic for him. So it's a cash flow positive model for generating business in the door. And of course, the 95% who didn't buy anything, they're going to get their traditional autoresponders and offers and upsells and come to a webinar and all the rest of the offers you might expect in a lead funnel like this. So I think a combination, this is more of a product-based model. John this morning dealt with perhaps more of a lead generation or a service-based model. But either way, I think the worst thing you can do is just have a thank you page that just says thank you. There's always something else that you can offer, and there's always a percentage that'll opt into the next thing. So if you're not currently doing this in some variation, then please give it a go, because it'll magnify the traffic that you're currently getting. Second thing is that everyone's always talking about how to get traffic online, whether it's pay-per-click or SEO. Well, all that stuff's a cost. It doesn't matter how, SEO traffic certainly isn't free. You've got to hire people to do it. So, or you've got to do it yourself, which is a time cost and an opportunity cost. So the more dollars you can generate up front, the more traffic you can generate. And in fact, traffic sort of flows downhill like water to the site or the sites with the highest average visitor value. The sites with the highest average visitor value, in other words, the sites that are making the most money off each visitor, can afford to pay more per click on pay-per-click. They can afford to spend more money on SEO. They can afford to give their affiliates greater payouts. They can afford to do all sorts of other marketing ventures that the less profitable competitors can't do. So that's the value of this, to make maximum dollars per customer. Once you do that, the traffic will just, will come to you relatively easily. So yeah, hopefully this is a strategy that you can use on your websites. If you'd like any tips or pointers about how you can apply this, then give me a shout in the corridors or something. I'll be happy to give some ideas.
Brought to you by businessblueprint.com.au.